Welcome back to another Off the Job Overtime episode. I am Keiran.
And I am Pete.
I used to be a gas engineer.
But now you're just a Wally with headphones on. I didn't want to do that gas engineer stuff. I preferred to just, stick around in an office all day, walking about, ordering people what to do.
No, it's not like that.
Is it not? Oh, right, okay. That's what I've witnessed.
I'm not.
No, you're not. You're not, are you? You're not like that. I
can't find a different word. I was going to say I'm not.
No, you're very good. No, don't say that.
I couldn't think of another word.
Yeah, Robbie, mark that down. The H word. Get it out. No.
Yeah. Go easy on me today.
Is the word fascist? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, he's not like that. No,
how do you spell it?
He's quite nice to his employees. I mean, that's why I like coming here. Cause it's just like a play day for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kieran's a little sensitive today, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, because you've been away, ain't you? Oh, he's been to San Diego. Been to San Diego, then he came back, and then he went skiing. No, snowboarding, innit? You did the right thing this time.
Tried snowboarding, yeah. I thought I'd try and hang with the cool kids.
Yeah, what was you doing in San Diego, though, first? What was you doing there?
I went to, it's called SAS Academy. So it's basically...
SAS Academy?
Yeah.
What's
it
that?
stands for Software as a Service.
Oh, I thought it's something that, like, Essex girls went to. You know what I mean?
Or sassy, yeah.
Dancing around handbags and stuff.
No, it's basically a group of people that do software businesses, basically. It's like a seminar type event. Yeah.
Big event.
Yeah, I think there's about 400 or 500 people there.
Oh, right.
I think I was one of like a couple that are from the UK.
Yeah.
Mostly Americans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had 3 days before the event, so I explored a little bit.
Mm.
Got to see what America was like.
Have you been to America before?
No.
Right.
So I've been to a few places, but when I landed, I've never had the feeling before of, oh my God, I'm like in a place.
Right.
It was like, you see it all on TV, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in America.
Mm.
It's a weird feeling, but yeah, 8-hour difference was a bit of a killer, so it was a struggle to sleep.
How did you find the American people?
People that I spoke to were horrible. No, they're alright. No, they're cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They weren't overbearing or anything like that?
No, they're naturally loud, aren't they? Just...
Hi, have a great day!
I was just sitting there observing, but I think they're natural. They're not all the same.
You've got to try the salad, man. Was they like that? Weren't like that?
I was speaking to one guy, he's sort of in the music industry, because there was like a festival there, like house music, and these two people were trying to get me there. And I was like, I'm not going to that.
Yeah, you'd have probably been like found in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, so I thought I'll skip that.
Seen them films.
we was talking about that. Yeah, just Americans are a lot more extrovert, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I wonder why that is. Why are we're a big mix, but they're like majority maybe are extroverts, but
I don't know. Maybe it's because
I
they're
might
not
be wrong, to be honest.
Maybe it's because they're not allowed to drink till they're 21. I don't know.
Oh my God, when I was out there, I wanted to take a photo of like a cool work van. This guy had some drain rod clearing thing.
Mm.
Honestly, it was like rust bucket.
A rust
I
bucket?
don't even know how he undone the bloody, what do you call it, the coil. Come on, help me out, mate.
What, the snake?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But it was on like a reel, but it looked about 200 years old, or it's just been sitting in the water.
Oh, where did you see him? Where was he?
Just on the road, obviously on a call out, because it must have been about 6 p.m.
Oh, right, okay. And he was just unblocking a drain.
Yeah. One thing I will say is the homeless are different out there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're a bit off their rocker.
They got houses out there.
They're guy walking around with just ripped socks on, ripped jeans, like over here. That at least they're sort of dressed.
He was going to that festival, mate.
Yeah, probably.
That's the fashion.
Yeah, no, it was a good trip. I enjoyed it.
And then as soon as you got back here, you then went over to Bulgaria for doing snowboarding on a stag do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it good?
That was good, yeah. Converted from skiing to snowboarding.
Yeah, good man.
One thing I will say, I think I weren't going to say it, but this is a joke. I don't really care, but I did get noticed twice in Bulgaria from the podcast.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The second night, there was an Irish bar in the hotel. Walked in there, went to the smoking area. Guy was like, "I recognise you." Oh, here we go. But he didn't know who, and I was like, "Oh, you a tradesperson?" Like, "Yeah, gas engineer." I was like, "Oh, it's probably from the podcast."
Mm.
Yeah, he lives in Eltham.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's actually got. I've invited him to the paintball because he actually plays paintball sort of professionally.
Oh, we got another one of them ones. They're going to turn up with all the kit.
And he knows Paul from Not Just Plumbers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because he goes Mayhem. He's from Eltham. And then the other
all into it, now.
The other guy was from Orpington. 2 local lads.
Oh, right. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're gas engineers, so they...
Yeah.
And they're local.
Did you get out your face out there?
I might keep that to myself.
He did.
Do you know what was funny? I see it before they see it, but in America, I was in the video, and the part I was in the video was at the bar pointing at the bottle of whiskey.
I'll have one of them.
Yeah.
Leave the bottle.
I had a few drinks, but it's refreshing, isn't it? When you wake up in the morning, go skiing, even though you're hanging, it does wake you up.
I like going snowboarding and skiing because I feel like you get more out of them holidays than any other holiday. Do you know what I mean? They seem to take double the time because you're always doing something, ain't you? You all day you're on the slopes, and then you're going drinking overnight, and then you're getting up doing it all again. So I feel like a beach holiday, you just fall asleep, don't you?
But no, it was good. One thing, do you know this? Like on the when we landed, we went to Burger King, and obviously I was tired, but it's probably not an excuse. Picked up my food. You get the cup with no drink or ice in it. They say, "Oh, the ice is round at the machine."
Where's this, in Bulgaria?
At the airport when we got back.
Oh right. Okay.
At Stansted.
Oh right. Okay.
I think there was a sauce on the table, and there's like a bowl of ice. And my mate was like, "Oh yeah, that's where you get the ice. You just scoop it."
Right.
So I scooped the ice, went round the corner to the drinks machine, and he's like, "Oh, you got to push the lever, and ice come out." I didn't think nothing of it. Then I pressed the button to fill my drink up, and he said that ice was the ice that people tip out of their old drink. Did you know this?
No.
Exactly, and he's saying to me, like, "You idiot, you've just picked up old ice that people tip their ice into."
Ugh.
It's literally like a bowl of ice that people tip their drink in, and I bloody scooped it, thinking it was the ice for my drink.
Was there like a scoop to scoop it with, or did you use
No, I just used a cup.
But your mate obviously knew, but was
Yeah,
winding
he
you
knew,
up.
just laughing, yeah.
You're a knob. Then,
But you don't know about it.
No, I don't. But if I see a pile of ice, and my mate told me to scoop that up, use it, I'd think, no, the machines generally give you ice.
I don't know, mate.
But you went all the way to San Diego and Bulgaria, and all you took back from that trip was that people dumped their second-hand ice. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, do you know, can I just say one thing?
Riveting, isn't it?
Oh, in America, I was quite shocked about this. I was speaking to a couple. Their holiday over there for like employees.
They call it vacation.
It's pretty much non-existent. They just about get 5 days a year.
Right.
There's no like regulation over here where you get 20 days plus bank holiday. Over there, it's like the employer decides. You could get none.
Blimey, I didn't know that.
But most people just get 5 days a year. No bank holidays. Depending how long you work there, they might give you 10 days, 15, but everyone's different. You don't get a set amount of holidays.
Really?
I think that's like slavery.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
Americans tend to, I guess, take the piss that Europeans are lazy because we have,
that's literally
they
just
like to call themselves land of the free.
Yeah, but we have what was it, 20? What's the minimum that we have?
20 plus bank holiday. To 28, but they could just get 5 days a year. Imagine that you're just working and you can't even go and travel your own country unless you do it on a weekend. But obviously, all jobs are different out there. One rookie error we'll move on in a minute because people are getting bored probably. One thing, when we was out there...
all right.
One thing when we was out there, it's the most I spoke. I never spoke. PH stayed silent for this long. You're right.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
I booked, because there was a baseball game out there.
Oh, right.
I thought, while I'm out here, I'll book a baseball game.
Boring, innit?
No, I got the wrong date. So now I've got 2 tickets to a baseball game. I thought it was the 28th of Feb and it was the 28th of March.
Mate, you're something.
I was proper excited. I was at the bar. I told the guy behind the bar I'm going to watch a baseball game in an hour. And he's like, no, that team's already playing somewhere else. I was like, no, I've got the ticket.
Be honest with you, a baseball games probably start on the 28th of and finish on the 28th of March.
And I've got the wrong date. And I booked it with one company. They didn't send me the ticket. So I emailed them and said, I've just booked the ticket. I ain't got a ticket. They was like, we haven't got a ticket for that day. But I didn't clock onto the date. So then I got it with Ticketmaster. Anyway, now I've got 2 tickets that I can't even do anything with.
How much were they?
Like 70 quid each.
70 quid each.
So one's from some weird company. The other one's Ticketmaster. So I thought I'd be able to resell that. Went on the website yesterday and they said, I went to resell it, but you've got to have an American bank account for the money to go into, so I can't sell it.
So you got 2 tickets?
Yeah, should we go America on the 28th, watch some baseball?
Who did you have a ticket for?
No, because I bought one, but they didn't send me it. So I thought, I'll get a refund and just buy it again.
What an absolute pilchard. Like, that should have been the omen to say, yeah,
So
don't
you've got
bother with it.
two tickets and they're not even sat next to each other. They're like random seats.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. You had 2 chances of seeing that the date was not the date, and you still booked it. Bellend.
So if you're American and you're listening, get in touch. Keiran has some
You
baseball
live in
tickets.
San Diego.
Yeah. Well done, Keiran.
I might give it to that guy behind the bar.
Makes me wonder sometimes, really does. Right. So anyway, what are we talking about today?
Right, we've got some good topics, I reckon. One that you brought up.
Oh yeah, I brought that up on my page actually, chasing customers for invoices. You send an invoice through, don't get paid, does it? Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, it gets boring in the end. I had a proper rant. I didn't even make a joke of it. I had a proper rant the other week because I just fed up with it. Every time you send an invoice, it takes days, weeks, and it's the little bits of money mainly that it happens for, like, you know, like 150 quid, 200 quid.
This is why not enough tradespeople have a card reader.
I'm getting a card reader. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like, yeah, before the job, I go, right,
deposit.
Down that. And then if they go, why are you here? Yeah. That's that. Come on. It's extra. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I don't know why.
Bing, 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 bing.
To be honest, I didn't do it. I bought one, but I never used it.
Yeah, I've got one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it from now on. Just like, okay, send us your invoice. No needs. Come on. Beep. Thank you.
I wonder why it's not like...
It's like, this is the thing I say, right? What is that moral thing? Because people like you went to San Diego, you paid for that before you received the service, didn't you? Yeah? But like, people are willing to do that on something they don't have no idea how it's going to turn out, whether or not they're going to have a holiday from hell, and they'll go, hello, we'll pay for that before we go. But when it comes to a tradesman who's been around their house and they've had the work done and all that, and they're happy with it, then they take forever to bloody well pay. Do you know what I mean? And it's all, I didn't receive your email. And we can see off of your app that it's been opened, and you think, yeah. And you feel guilty about asking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's only so many times you can chase. You don't want to keep like pestering them.
No, but they pester you to come round. Oh, when can you come round to fix that tap? When can you come round to fit that shower? When can you go? They don't mind pestering you, but then you feel bad about pestering them for the money they owe you about the job they pestered you about. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ordered one yet?
I've got one. I've got one with my bank. I've just never really used it, but I'm gonna start using it. I'm just gonna shove it in their faces.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Tap that, please.
Yeah, tap it. Yeah. You got to do it, I think. Just bring it.
Or people should charge interest.
I will.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Every day it goes past.
Yeah.
People could put that in their terms.
10%
You can
interest.
put that in your terms. You can put late fees.
Yeah. Late fees, day, 10% every day. Hey. Might do that in my
You
terms.
can do it in your terms of service.
Yeah, gonna.
But yeah, if you don't have a card reader, do it. Although I've never done it, but it's definitely worth it. This is another interesting one. Customers cancelling a job last minute. Would you charge something? I don't think you could.
You can.
You can, but there's a moral standard. If they've got a relative that dies or something, you're not going to go, well, I'm sorry. Yeah. but your mum dying, has nothing to do with my business, so that'll be £110 charge, please. It's like there's certain things you're not going to ask.
Because at the end of the day, you've got to protect your business, because if they cancel, you can't get another person in that slot. So you need to cover at least your minimum fee.
But it's another thing that no one does.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get away with things with tradespeople. You just don't.
Yeah, no, because when you're a tradesman, right, what happens is generally you get on good terms with your customers, and then they look at you as a mate. They're like, oh, he's my mate. He does my plumbing and all that, and you became really friendly with your customers.
It's easier said than done to do this sort of stuff
because it's in a personal space in their home, innit? So you become more like. Not so professional, but you come like it's like light-hearted banter, like I especially am with my customers anyway. Do you know what I mean?
If it's a big job, then it's quite hard. If it's like a small job, 9 times out of 10 you can fill that in with something else. You'll be able to, or you're probably happy it's been cancelled, so you can go home.
Yeah, maybe. But Lewis covered this in his podcast, and he should you charge for quoting. I'd say yes. And no, depending on whether or not you, like, again, relationship-wise, like with customers, if it's a customer you've got a long relationship with, and you probably wouldn't. But if you're going to a new job, don't know the person, you don't know. Like I've always said it, they'll use you. They're not using you because they want to necessarily use you. They're using you to get a formula. They
get multiple quotes.
They get multiple quotes, and they'll stack up, and they'll say, "Well, that's what I'm looking at." You've actually given them a service by giving them a quote. So, somebody, I don't know how long ago it was. I think people used to charge for quotes, but then somebody said no obligation quotes, and then everybody followed suit, sort of thing. But really, it probably looks more professional if you charge for a quote nowadays, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I think people are scared because people can go and get loads of quotes for free if they really wanted to. But it makes you look more professional, I think. And it comes down to if it's a small or large job as well. Like, it's changing the tap, you can't.
You got 50 quid for the quote and 50
More
quid
for the quote.
For the tap. Do you know what I mean?
But it'd be interesting to know if anyone does charge.
Yeah, do you charge, and how much would you charge for a quote as well? That'd be interesting to get feedback on that one.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
spin on that could be people do charge for quotes, but if that customer goes, say you charge £50 for a quote, you could a lot of the people that do this, they will take that £50 off if they go ahead. So they'll be like, okay, so it's like redeemable against the job.
Yeah, there is, but they probably double the quote.
Exactly. You factor it into the quote.
Yeah. So,
you just add it on the invoice.
It's all about wording, isn't it? And it's all about your sales pitch at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So.
Lewis said, because Lewis brought this up, but he's quite switched on with his all his paperwork, admin, make sure he's covered, deposit, stuff like that. That's another thing. A lot of people don't take deposits on jobs.
No, and I think on big jobs you got to. No, and even like on big jobs, I've said it before. I don't really supply big things. Like the customers will be supplying boilers for me.
Yeah, because say if you bought the materials and then they cancelled the job. Yeah. More than likely you can take it back, but it's
still a ball ache, isn't it? Yeah.
More time.
If they're more committed to, like, if they're buying the boiler, they're more committed to, like, not messing you about, I suppose, are they? Because they know they're shelling out for it. They could get anyone else to bloody fit it, though. That's another thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, we've had a couple of questions come in.
Comments and messages.
Yeah. This one's from @mycone1. Kel here, point of conversation. Do you agree that customers should buy their own bathroom suite without consulting a plumber/bathroom fitter first?
Sort of like runs into what I said. I mean, that what you got to do is you're going to look at what they've purchased and then go after. That's probably.
But do you think they should get the bathroom without speaking to a plumber?
Probably not.
No,
because they don't know what they need, do they? They might need like a right exit toilet, or do you know what I mean?
I suppose a plumber will check before he does the job to see what they've bought and say, look, that's right or wrong.
Yeah.
So I think on their side they probably shouldn't, because if it's wrong they've got to take it back.
Yeah, I mean, the bathroom suite's a bathroom suite at the end of the day, but they're not going to know if they've got like a low pressure system, are they? Oh, can I use that shower valve with that? You know what I mean? So there's an amount of people out there who come to me and go, why is my tap, the hot water on it, so like rubbish? Why is that? And I'll go, because you've got like high pressure taps and you've got a low pressure system. You know what I mean? They've just gone and purchased it or whatever, and they find out.
Because you get a lot of the bathroom showrooms,
I
don't
just
you?
forgot. I just got to do a quote actually. I've got to do a quote for someone actually. Shoo.
What are you going to use for that?
So can we pause a minute? I really need to go piss.
Go on then.
Sorry, I've got to go. Yeah.
What?
Right. Do you think kitchen designers should be held accountable for knowingly closing in a boiler in cupboard, rendering the pre-installed boiler at risk, or not to manufacturer's installation despite a correct boiler install?
Yeah, because they could go in after and customer could get that fit round.
Yeah.
It's a grey area, isn't it?
Not really. They're accountable for it. If I put a
they
boiler
are
in,
accountable, but
if I put a
should
boiler
they
in,
do it or not? Is that what you said? Oh, should be held accountable.
Yeah, of course they should.
Yeah.
It's like if I put a boiler in to regs and it's in okay, and then someone decides to like block up a flue, with something or other, that's down to them. That ain't down to me, is it?
But isn't that the worst when you go to a job, to a boiler, and it's got a cupboard so tight round it, you can't get the case off?
I was in the boiler cupboard yesterday, and it was like, and in a boiler cupboard, what are you not meant to have?
Boiler.
Combustible materials.
Yeah.
Right. And everywhere in this cupboard was combustible materials everywhere, and cleaning products, the lot. It was like everything under the boiler. I was like,
But use it as a storage cupboard.
you know, but you're not meant to, are you? Not meant to have combustible materials in with a boiler. Yeah, in a compartment.
Bit over the top though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's but then it's just adding fuel to something in it. If it went wrong, it caught fire, you're adding fuel to it, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
But, I'm going to let you read out this next one because
You can't read, can you? At Jack's
It's too
building,
long.
at Jack's building, sent in this message to us. Sound boys, love the pod. Pete has me in stitches, grumpy like me. Okay, thanks a lot, Jack. I thought of something we don't talk about enough, is how important doing first aid course are in the trades. Even though they can be so unbelievably boring, we should all do them. Last year, my 3-year-old baby went into respiratory arrest, stopped breathing and turned blue. I gave her CPR and mouth-to-mouth. What I learned from an emergency first aid course for work about 7 years before. Doing these courses can feel like such a ball ache, but you never know how handy they can become down the line. Make him right.
yeah, sorry to hear that. But
Yeah, no, I mean, it's amazing that you was able to save your
I
daughter.
wouldn't remember it from 7 years ago.
No, you wouldn't, would you?
Like, do you know how to do CPR?
Nah, just jump on them, don't you?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't.
You got to really press hard, didn't you? You like really press hard on
One
their
good
chest.
thing I see, like, if you called the ambulance, like, as an emergency, they tell you over the phone what to do.
Yeah, I know, but you got to press. I feel like you could break somebody's. Some people have their ribs broken, didn't they?
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to.
Mad, isn't it?
Like, 3 broken ribs over being saved, I'll take that.
You got.
You've got to use your palm.
Wouldn't you be scared of punching their lung though and stuff like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Takes a lot to puncture a lung.
You'd be doing it to a customer and you get done for breaking their ribs.
Yeah. Well, she did pass out from carbon monoxide poisoning.
You know what I noticed the other day when I was taking my nephew out for a walk? A lot of old phone booths are turning into what are they called? Defibrillator. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
Booths.
Yeah.
So you go in there and you can get a kit. So like they're repurposing all the old telephone booths into
really?
like first aid booths.
That's a new one on me. I never heard that before. Yeah, because you see them in the stations, didn't you? See that?
Yeah,
That's
because who uses
Elle's
these
done that,
telephone
didn't
boxes
she?
anymore?
Elle's done that, didn't she? She was doing the electrics to them, wasn't she?
Oh, she?
Yeah, to the defibs. I'm sure she said that. The telephone boxes, yeah, you see some people buy them, don't they, for the red telephone boxes.
But yeah, I wonder.
I remember a time when you go down Soho and there was the other things in them telephone boxes. Do you know what I mean? Like
what, Pete?
special cards and that for ladies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now,
Needles and empty baggies.
yeah, and then now you
Do they take card? Because not many people have cash anymore.
the birds in there or what?
No, the telephone boxes.
They don't have telephone boxes though, do they?
No, they've turned them into defibs.
Yeah, so there ain't no public telephone
They're
I've
boxes.
seen
free.
them
You
before.
could just go in and take them.
I've seen one. It's got BT on it.
Yeah. Did it have a phone in it though?
Yeah, BT.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I think there's still some about, but a lot of them are now like first aid boxes.
It's good for emergencies in case your phone dies.
They did have them though, didn't they? They did have the old cards, didn't they? They did put the old phone cards in them, didn't they? Before that, they used to do. You'd be 10p telephones, and when the beeps would go, they go. You have to put another 10p in.
Normally, people that buy drugs that use it, innit? Don't want any trace on their phone.
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
Keiran.
call my mum.
In Temple anyway, Dartford.
To reverse the charges, you used to phone them up, the operator, and go, "Can I reverse the charges to this number, please?" And then you phone your mum, dad, and go, "Mum, dad, I'm stuck." And my mum, dad go, "Well, phone your auntie because we can't drive, we're blind, innit?" You know what I mean?
Right, we had some comments on this reel. Always these ones that kick it off, innit?
Oh, right, yeah.
Who fits the bath panel, a chippy or a plumber?
TP Bathroom Tiling Solutions. I'm a bathroom fitter, not a plumber. But can a plumber be a bathroom fitter?
Right, let me get my head around that. I'm not quite with it today. It's like a riddle. I'm a bathroom fitter, not a plumber. But can a plumber be a bathroom fitter? Yes.
Well, no, but when he's saying bathroom fitter, he probably does everything. He does the
Tiling,
plastering,
yeah.
the lighting, the tiling. I couldn't. I don't mind admitting it. I'm a plumber through and through. I don't do tiling, plastering, anything else. I just touch pipe. That
Done
sounds a
whole
bit weird, doesn't
bathroom,
it?
Just
know
not
what I mean?
plastering or electrics.
What? You ain't done the whole bathroom then, have you? That's what you're saying. That's
I'm
what.
not a bathroom fitter.
No, you're not a bathroom fitter.
Yeah, but you can be you haven't got to do the tiling to be a bathroom fitter.
Of course you have. That's what the point is. A bathroom
Nah.
fitter is somebody who fits the fucking tiles.
Nah.
Bathroom fitter.
Gaz thinks he's a bathroom fitter, but he ain't.
He does tiling.
I'm joking. Chill out, mate.
Winding me up,
Blimey,
mate.
You're going to slap me again,
Come
or
back
what?
from America
You gonna slap
thinking he's
me
all
again?
Bertie Big bollocks,
Can
isn't
we
he?
keep the physical violence to non-existent for this episode, please?
Yeah, don't do that again.
Are you scared?
No, I ain't scared of you, you prick.
Scared,
Do you,
mate?
mate? I do you. I've done you an arm wrestle. Do you in fisticuffs as well, you know what I mean?
Do me where?
Like that, mate. You know what I mean? These are lethal weapons. Yeah?
For
Right.
audio purposes, he was threatening Keiran with his fists.
Oh,
Brick Turpin. I wouldn't let a plumber near a bit of wood. Look how they treat joists when they have to put a pipe through one. Absolute butchers. No way they should be let loose on a bath panel. Might as well ask a plasterer to fit it.
You'll make him right, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. It's just it's that some of them joists you see that, hey, man, get your pipe through though, sometimes you've got to chuck out a bit more than what's needed.
Did you ever used to measure the spacing in that?
No. Get a hammer.
I need 10 pipes through there.
I go down a whole lot with a skill saw, and then just go a whole long line going bang, 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 bang.
They done it in the olden days.
What?
Well, to be honest, they used to notch them out
What?
a lot, didn't they?
You know the measurements for where you've got a cut joist and that?
Yeah.
Where?
Don't know.
You got to be like a certain distance from the wall, certain distance
Yeah.
from the centre.
I think as long as you're sensible, it'd be all right.
As long as you're sensible. I don't actually know the regs, actually.
No,
I can't remember them.
I ain't got a clue.
I just follow the old stuff. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's a good point. Not all plumbers though, but most of them.
No, do you know what? I openly admit I'm a wood butcher. You know what I mean? I am absolutely shocking
Yeah,
with
but
it.
I wouldn't like drill out the whole joist, but you just be reasonable, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, I don't. I remember once when we was first on a new build, we condemned an house through wood butchery.
Really?
Yeah,
What, you said you got to change all your joists?
yeah. That we was like, it was when we first started, and we was put on a new build, and they showed us all the runs and that. I don't know, the depth gauge was out. And my mate, he chopped all this wood, and the site agent went, "Look at the state of them joists," and actually condemned the fucking house.
Blimey.
Yeah. Thought it was opposite. Like, this is when we was, because we used to just do carcassing. So there was no floors down or anything. So you're just treading across the joists and all. I always found that a little bit, ugh, do you know what I mean?
I say about these joists, but have you ever, there probably is a story out there, but I wonder if there's a story where a floor has fallen through because of too much notching.
Probably.
I've never heard of that though, have you?
Like massively boned that. But I was on a job once where they cut, I can't remember what they done. They done something to the joists where they put like wood underneath it. You know what I mean? Like they thickened the joists out. Can't remember what it was now. They knocked certain walls out of the joist, and I thought they're gonna put they knocked certain walls out of the room. Sorry, and I thought they're gonna put a steel in there. And they went, no, we don't put steels in. We just do such and such.
That's
with
another
the joist.
nightmare as well. Steels.
Oh, mate,
You get a steel in your way. You're like, can you lower the ceiling? I'll go under it.
Mate, you know what I hate as well? When you're on a site with builders and they go, right, we need a hand in with this still. You know what I mean? You think, I'm there to do the plumbing, mate, and you end up getting roped into like taking...
Dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Hate it.
Get roped into putting steels up. Have you ever been on a... I'll tell you what, I've worked with some ropey builders in my time in the past. One of them, he used to put plastic packers under a steel and fucking feb foam. I was like, what are you doing, man? Do you know what I mean? It's like ridiculous. But yeah, they're out there, aren't they? They're out there.
Dangerous. That's why I'd never want to go in a new build. They're thrown up, aren't they?
Yeah, new builds. You see all these programs on them, or not programs, but you see this stuff on social media where mate is going around snagging them and that, and some of the work in them is shocking.
Well, everyone's on price, aren't they? So they're getting it done as quick as they can.
You look at it. When I was on the new build, right, we used to get more for the first fix. The people was putting them in, like throwing in the first fixes, testing them and all that, and then it come a second fix. And I think we was getting paid something like for a toilet, you get paid 25 quid. Get paid 20 quid for a basin second fix, or 15 quid for a shower, or 20 quid for a radiator. Do you know what I mean? And you're going off for somebody else's work in the end. But to make your money, think about that. You might have a bathroom where you're doing the shower, the toilet, the basin, the radiator. That might be 100 quid. We got to do 3 of them a day to make good money, ain't you? So how long does it take? You know, you're second fixing 3 properties a day for 300 quid. Which in the normal private sector, you'd do 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
For more than that money.
In a day.
So you think why these people are just chucking it in so quick? Because the money ain't there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they're on good money, but they're not on good money, are they? You know?
So, yeah, there's obviously a lot, like, people buying these houses, a lot of problems, isn't there?
Yeah.
But it obviously comes with, like, a 1 or 2 year warranty. Or...
And for them, but by then, it's run out. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shocking. But, so TJ Plumber put, personally, as a plumbing and bathroom fitter, depending on the type of bath panel you're using, the panel will be set different, so I'd rather do it myself so I know it's right.
Yeah, I'll just put the bath in and then go, chippy, come round.
It's a good feature having no... I'll just say this one thing about Bulgaria skiing. I should have took...
Just change it up, yeah. Go on.
I should, because we're talking about bath panels. There was a bath in there. First of all, there's no silicone going around the bath.
Right.
Got like 30mm gap one end. The shower don't even sit on the shower thing properly, so the hotel was great. Anyway, my mate had a bath.
They got them weird little hooks, didn't they, on the shower thing, innit?
That weren't that. It just weren't staying tight. Anyway, like, it just had a bath, unplugged it, and it sounded like there was no waste under the bath. Like, you could hear it just falling on the floor.
Is there like a tray under it that it collects it all?
I think it's like just a bloody...
Like a gully?
Gully, yeah, underneath the bath.
Yeah.
It goes straight on there.
Yeah?
It's like, oh, we didn't have a shower tray. I was like, let's just put a bath in. Crazy. But anyway.
It's weird what you see out in the other countries, isn't it? You just go into Spain and you see flexies everywhere on toilets, don't you?
They use like unions, like almost like sprinkler fittings for the hot and cold to the sink. The flexi part just went pushed into the waste, not even like with compression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shows how strict we are out here.
KD Building Services. A real plumber accepts his fate that he is second only to God before does woodwork and electrics. Nah, not having that, mate.
No?
We are the best people. To be fair, right, we are. A lot of plumbers are all-rounders, yeah?
Well, to be honest, yeah.
I mean, I ain't an all-rounder, but a lot of
You have
plumbers
to do plumbing, electrics, carpentry.
can turn their
You
hand.
wouldn't say carpentry, but you have to do pretty much everything.
They can turn their hands to most stuff. Even if you say roofing, they're up on the roofs. They're like felting in like the blue terminals and that. You know what I mean? They turn around to everything. Plumbers. I can if I want.
Unless you're a handyman.
Unless you're an handyman, yeah. Yeah. So I'd say we're gods of sight. Sorry.
Ryan.Dunn. This I swear.
Yeah.
This is what I fucking hate about being a plumber, gas engineer. You're expected to do every other fucker's trade because it encroaches your responsibility. But fuck me, ask an electrician to solder a pipe or ask a joiner to feed pipes through joists, and wow, I ain't got gear for that.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I've been on sites.
We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Carpenters. Some carpenters go, "Oh, you cut your own holes. Cut your own holes for that pipe. Cut your own sinkhole. Oh, I'll cut the sinkhole. Even though you're the chippy,
That's another one, isn't it?
I'll cut the sinkhole, shall I? No, that's your job, mate. No, you're the plumber. Do you know what I mean? That one. Like, can you?
So many grey areas on site, aren't there?
Yeah.
If everyone just put it in their quotes and everyone will know what they're doing.
We're on a job at the moment where there's this super duper kitchen going in, and a lot of kitchen fittings will have their first and second fix, wouldn't they?
They don't sometimes do the kit. Yeah, they second fix the sink.
They second fix sink because they're that expensive that they have their own. Not this company. No, we're down to do it. So my mate's like, so this super duper kitchen that you've got to put in at a certain. It's got to be at a certain temperature, the room, for them to put the kitchen in. Because so if you want us to put in the taps and that, and we get a leak, just so because it happens, it can happen, can't it? We put in wet fixings that, and all of a sudden we get a leak and the unit blows. What? That's down to us, is it? Which it probably would, but we was thinking, no, you come in and do your bit. We first fixed for you, now you second fix, but they're not doing it. But most kitchen companies will second fix, wouldn't they?
Like proper kitchens, they'll do it.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Because they've got to take on that responsibility.
New builds are hard work, aren't they? Unless it's a decent house. Even I've worked in decent houses, it's been hard work, probably because of the builder more than anything. But yeah, new builds just
Working with builders is hard work. I think just like we were saying it the other week, it's like because they expect you here, don't they? I mean, and drop everything, but you can't. It's hard. Unless a builder comes in with his own outfit of like he's employed his own plumbers, he's employed his own electricians, not subbies. You know what I mean? When you sub it, that's when it all goes tits up, innit? Subbies, it goes tits up.
If you what type of work would you choose? Being a gas engineer, if you could choose, you're going to do this part of that job forever. What would you do?
I'd just do servicing.
Boring though, wouldn't it?
No, but like for my age now, you know what I mean? I'd just rather do something that isn't having to get up in a loft and carrying all this big stuff like boilers on site and that. Do you know what I mean? I can't be arsed. I wanna. I mean, in the old days, I was like when you was like keen. Like I remember how keen I was. And I'd be going up flights of stairs with like 2 bundles of 15 and a bundle of 22, carrying it up 4 flights of stairs. Then hulking the boiler up on your back, going up the stairs. Do you know what I mean? And
doing installs is hard graft. Does Baz still do like installs every week?
He's just like an animal, isn't he? I know a guy who still does installs every from Waltham Forest Council. He's flat bashing and he's in his 50s now and he's doing it every day. But that's all he knows. He's programmed into doing it.
You get used to it, didn't you? And
you definitely get used to it.
You get in the swing of it.
But if you've had a break from it and then you sort of like get. Like we always said, wouldn't it be great, right, just to get your own work where you get paid from a private customer to fit a toilet or a basin and you charge them X amount of money? That was like a dream for us when we was working in that sector. But like those boys are like programmed robots and just can do it because they know exactly what they got to do. Day in, day out, you become very good at something, don't you? But if you've had a break from it and you don't do it anymore and you're not used to that work, then it's very hard to get it back. Do you know what I mean? Very hard to get, especially as your age goes up. Do you know what I mean? It's much harder. So I'd rather do something easier, easier on the body, and just like less taxing, less. big van and all that. I can't be asked for a big van and all that now. Do you know what I mean? I want to go around in a little like estate motor. Go around in an estate motor, servicing boilers and just doing that. That's what I'd prefer to do.
You need to aim for that.
But I don't know if I'm just bored of the whole thing, to be honest with you. But if I was to choose something, it'd be that. But then what you got to remember is that all the boiler companies now have like given these massive warranties. And
like monthly, yeah. But still loads of work out there.
Well, it should be, yeah. If you're good at what you do, you should be able to make, like you say, you should be able to make good money at something you're good at. Maybe I just need to advertise that more now, start going down that direction.
Yeah, I just need to make a video, run it as a little ad.
I've tried that in the past. Facebook ads do crap now. When you do Facebook posts, like trying to do Facebook posts with work generated stuff, they don't go nowhere. They don't seem to go anywhere. You know what I mean? You notice that on like social media.
If you pay to boost it, it's going to go somewhere. If it's organic, you don't know what it's going to do. Right.
Anything else you want to talk about? What's this?
No, I want to get away from you.
Have we got to do that?
I didn't look at that because I don't know how we would have done that with videos.
Anyway, I've been Pete, and this has been
Pete.
Keiran from Off the Job.
This is the worst buy ever.
He ain't been on the job for the last week. Now he's
I've
back.
been off the job.
Yeah.
Now we're on the job.
So thanks for joining
listening
today, listening to us. And if you could press the subscribe button, it would be very, very helpful. Do you know what I mean? And maybe comment and like. It really helps the podcast if you do that on the videos. So
all the engagement helps us.
Was you laughing at me then? No? All right, okay. I thought
you didn't point, did you?
No. Did I get done for pointing?
No.
Oh.
I thought you normally pointing.
Yeah, see the subscribe button there.
It's not there.
Is it not? Just because that's what I did before, innit?
Yeah.
And you didn't put it up, and I'm just going.
That's a lie, because if you've checked, they're all there now.
Oh, they are now, are they? Oh, you put them in, did you?
Yeah, no, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one. Cheers, mate.